And we're live. Hello, everyone.
Hey guys.
We dug out the plaid.
We just got back from the Adirondacks, so
and it's
we're
cold
mountain
here.
people.
It feels
It
like
is.
we're still in the mountains.
It feels like fall.
My
Well,
nose
it
is
fall
running.
tomorrow, right?
I have a tissue handy because it's that fall,
The fall
cold
thing.
weather.
We're in a whole different mode now.
So welcome, everyone. It's so good to be back here with you on Sunday. We have such a great community. I love it, and we're going to be sharing some of community photos later on in the episode today. We got some photos of a bunch of you watching the show, so we're going to be sharing some of those with you. And we want to remind those of you who are watching on Facebook to please join us over on YouTube, because this is our 28th show, and all of our previous shows are archived over there. So you can go over to youtube.com/C/the Kennedys to subscribe to our channel. If you haven't subscribed and you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button now. It's down in the corner. And then a bell will pop up. You hit the bell and then you'll know when our next video comes. And if you're watching now on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. It improves the stream. Which brings me to my first technical tip for today. I always get lots of comments about how good the stream looks and sounds, except I got one guy last week who said that his buffered a lot. He was watching on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, there's a little settings button down here, and you can change the resolution. We send out a fairly good signal, but you can change the resolution on your end to make it a little bit less high def, and then it'll go through your...
Is the settings one that looks like a gear?
It looks like a gear. Hit the gear, and you can adjust your setting if you're getting any buffering. So
you could lower the resolution a little bit so your computer will be compatible.
Yes.
If you're having a trouble.
Yes.
With that. Okay.
So today it's the Kennedys' favorites. We are eschewing the no repeat rule for today.
This is the first show since the very first show where viewers could request any Kennedy songs. Because we kept eliminating songs. As we would play the song once, that would go on the list of non-repeats.
And there's so many songs. We got requests before the show even started for about 50 songs. And I see there's more coming in. So we're going to do as many as we can of yours. And but we're going to start off with one that was recommended. Oh, a lot of people asked for this. Joanne Corsano asked for this. Dan Unger. Hey, Dan. Steve Gunter. Rini and Connie asked for this.
Oh, wow.
And our friend Bo Jane asked for this too. Hey, Bo. So we're going to... And it occurs to me, we haven't played this song, which we consider to be our theme song. We haven't played this song in 6 months.
Yeah, and we used to play it
every
at
gig
show.
So we're going to send this out to Justice Ruth Bader Ginsberg because she knew how to live life large. Hollow in his soul, a hollow in his heart. How do you want to be remembered? A raging fire or a dying ember? Life is large, bigger than the both of us. Life is large, all you need is just a little trust. Be yourself and stand your ground. Don't you let nobody turn you around. Life is large. Life is large. Life is large. Life is large. That's about a woman who stood her ground. Yes, indeed. I have to roll up my sleeve because I never wear shirts like this with buttons on the
You're
cuffs.
flying the flag.
I'm adding percussion with my buttons.
Button percussion.
Unnecessary percussion. Hey y'all, and before we get too far, I like to get this taken care of, get it out of the way, you know.
Yeah.
We do our shows every week because we lost all of our live shows, and so this is our live show. It's two-dimensional. We went
Yeah.
from 3D to 2D, and so we rely on your tips, but they're very much optional. If you're in a situation where you can't afford it, you are absolutely welcome here as always. But if you're enjoying the show and you can afford to throw a little tip in our tip jar, you can do so a couple different ways. We have the paypal.me/The Kennedys Music. And you can send a PayPal tip that way. You can also send using Venmo. They don't take a fee if you use Venmo. Venmo.com/ I almost said backslash. It's a / technically speaking. _Kennedys. We also really love getting your cards. You can send a check. Some people send, a lot of people have been sending postage stamps because we respond to all the checks that come in. We write, we always say
They always
thank
write
you.
back. Yep.
So people are sending us postage stamps so we can
Yeah, I've been writing letters all morning.
I know.
Letters. I love doing that.
And there's other ways you can tip too with Zelle and things like that. And you can find all those options at our website, kennedysmusic.com. It's always up there. You'll see a tip jar on that homepage. And that's where we also post our videos for the upcoming weeks too. So yeah, so that's that. I'm going to get rid of that so you don't have to look at it. Maybe I'll keep it on there for a minute. All right, so we're moving right along with your requests. We got a lot of them. Hey, from Alabama. That's the other thing. We'd like to know where everybody's watching from.
Yeah.
So tell us where you are. And
It's so much fun to play globally, really, instead of, the what we did for so many years would be go from place to place and play for people in that location. And now we play for people from all over
You
in
come to
one
us.
show. It's so great.
Yeah.
We really feel the connection.
well, and it's a lot of people have said you can see our hands. If I can take this thing off of here, you can see our hands.
We
So
have
you can
things
find the chords.
like I just read a letter someone wrote in today about how to finger a B minor chord.
Really? Like,
Yeah, like guitar tips and stuff like that.
I have my way.
I love doing that.
I like to do it like that.
That's a secret way.
No bar involved.
Right. Well, I
That's better
was
than
showing
that.
him the Birds one, which is where you play the B minor up here and then you put this thumb note.
Oh, yeah.
So you have that
Note.
F sharp underneath the B minor. It's that signature Birds.
Yes. Well, let's get on to our requests. We've got a lot of requests. Somebody asked for this song, and I hold this song responsible for the fact that I play this very guitar every week.
Yeah.
You tell the story.
This was actually given to us. We think of it as sort of a permanent loan because it will always belong to Andrea Glass, who was in a tiny little village in Cumbria in England in the Lake District. where we were playing a gig, and we had written a song called Southern Jumbo, which is about Gibson guitars, and kind of celebrating Gibson guitars. And she was at the gig, and she said to us, I have a guitar like that, and she had a new career. She's a brilliant, brilliant graphic designer, and not playing music full time anymore. And she said, I just wish that my Gibson could be out there, playing now that I've switched careers. And so we ended up coming back from England with this beautiful red Gibson. Mm-hmm. So this is the song that we played.
Before we do, we have to answer a listener question, though.
Okay.
Here's the question.
Yep.
See, I can actually put that up. Did Roger McGuinn play on Life is Large?
That's
that ties back
question.
to our show last week, which was an all birds show.
Roger McGuinn did play on Life is Large. He played last week on the All Birds show. We played a song called "She Don't Care About Time." There was the B side of "Turn, Turn, Turn," and on that song, Roger played the Bach melody "Jesu Joy Man's Desiring." Now our song, Life is Large, the way we thought of it also had the Bach melody, Jesu Joy Man's Desiring, in a different key. And we had the idea of kind of pitching Roger, who we didn't know at the time, on pitching him on the idea of him playing it on his Rickenbacker 12-string. And yes, he did. We basically drove from Montana to Florida, where he was located, and he played the beautiful solo. If you listen to the original record of Life is Large.
Yep.
But the song we're going to play right now is the one we played up in Cumbria, where we came away with the red guitar, and it's called Southern Jumbo.
Been too many days of rain. Looks like it's gonna flood the sugar cane. All the cotton's gone to seed. A little southern sun's all we need. So pour a little pepper on the gumbo. Turn the gears on that old southern jumbo. Tighten those nickel strings. How that maple wood loves to sing. Nothing we'd rather do than stir it up and simmer down the stew. Keep that ladle close at hand, a beggar's banquet for to feed the band. So pour a little pepper on the gumbo. Turn the gears on that old southern jumbo. Tighten those nickel strings. Oh, yeah.
That's the twang. You have to have this kind of guitar to really do the twang.
All right. Well, we got another one that a bunch of people asked for. Gordon McFarland and Stephen Caskey both asked for this one, and this is one Stephen's church actually plays. A bunch of churches play this one.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of like a Unitarian. It's become a Unitarian church.
Stephen's up in Washington State, right?
He's on the West Coast. Yeah, I think Washington. That's right.
I'm going to play this on the ukulele.
Ukulele. Got a little La Bamba feel going on this one. Ready?
Yeah.
It's A, right?
Yeah.
We haven't played these songs in so long, I don't remember what key they're in. All right.
Which is E for me. I have to change my
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
On a crowded city street or a garden path, when I meet with a tearful eye or a soulful laugh, I give the same greeting to everyone. It's really quite simple and it's said and done. Namaste, namaste, domo arigato, namaste, namaste. May you walk in peace, namaste, namaste, domo arigato. Acknowledge the divine in everyone you meet, yeah. Forgive, forget, protect, and reassure. Love's already there if your heart is pure. Even in dreams, you've got to be kind, 'cause flowers can grow in an open mind. Namaste, namaste, domo arigato, namaste, namaste. May you walk in peace, namaste, namaste, domo arigato. Acknowledge the divine in everyone you meet, yeah. Oh, Pete. Get it. So go out on a limb and take a chance. Ain't no heavy thing for your soul to dance. Hearts entwined, sing like birds. You're well on your way when you say these words. Namaste, namaste, domo arigato, namaste, namaste. May you walk in peace, namaste, namaste, domo arigato. Acknowledge the divine in everyone you meet. Namaste, namaste, domo arigato, namaste, namaste. May you walk in peace, namaste, namaste, domo arigato. Acknowledge the divine in everyone you meet, yeah. As long as we're greeting people in different languages today, we should also say Shona Tova
Right.
for our Jewish friends
Have a safe
celebrating
holiday.
Rosh Hashanah. We would blow our ram's horn,
Yep.
but we've misplaced it.
Got audience.
Oh, somebody. Oh, so John and Lou Martucci, they're good friends of ours. In fact, the last gig we played was in
Cape Cod.
I always get Providence and Provincetown mixed up.
Provincetown.
Provincetown. We were in Provincetown, Massachusetts, way out on the end of the Cape, and we were teaching at I think it was a 5-day songwriting kind of camp, but it was in a great hotel. And John Martucci was one of the students there, and everybody's got guitars. They're playing folk songs, and John was off in the corner playing classical. So Pete gravitated toward him, and they sat around playing classical music while everybody else was playing, folk songs. It was
we
really
worked
cool.
up some Mozart stuff.
We're not going to do Mozart here, but we're going to do John and Lou's request.
Oh, okay.
And this is a song. I got to tune this thing. It's funny. In the summertime, we had to turn off the we ran the air conditioning right up until showtime, and then turned it off, and then our guitars went out of tune during the show, so we had to tune them. Now they're out of tune just because it's cold.
Now we wear flannel. We'll have to have a campfire.
Can you make a flannel guitar, like like a sheath for a guitar? You know, like Buddy Holly had that leather thing.
The leather, yeah.
I should make a red flannel one.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Cool.
Oh, this is some from our latest album, Safe Until Tomorrow, and it's called Umbrella. And actually, this is sort of an answer to Bus Stop.
Oh yeah.
By the Hollies. It's sort of a bus stop-esque song. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Spin a quarter, 2.5 times 10. It's how many years it's been since you and I set out on that highway over water, and under the bridges crossed. None of the joy gets washed away downriver when you're going my way. Come along, there's bound to be some pain sometimes, but we'll stay strong, sharing our umbrella in the rain. I remember back when I was young, foolish as they come, I had a vision of us up in the distance, so we followed the never-ending road, as long as I foretold and even loved, when we live for every instant. Come along, there's bound to be some pain sometimes, but we'll stay strong, sharing our umbrella in the Come along, there's bound to be some pain sometimes, but we'll stay strong, sharing our umbrella, baby. Come along, there's bound to be some pain sometimes, but we'll stay strong, sharing our umbrella in the
Want to go right into Dharma?
Yes, go right into Dharma for Paul Dugan and Stan Schuch.
2, 3, 4.
Grew up in Brooklyn, now she just don't seem the same. She moved to Berkeley and she changed her name to Ray. Now she's back in town with an acoustic guitar. She's looking for a neighborhood open mic bar. A little underage, but she won't get carded. She found a new place to play down at the Dharma Cafe with the Mermaids down at the Dharma Cafe. Yeah, the sirens sing where the dolphins play. Down at the Dharma Cafe. 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 Yeah, that is for Paul Dugan and Stan Shook, and I gotta catch up on my
That was the theme
comments.
song of our old radio show that we did for 4 years or so.
4.5 years we were
Sirius
DJs on
satellite radio.
Sirius before it was Sirius XM. Hey, should we share our listener viewer photos?
Yeah.
This is gonna be really fun. So over the past several months, people have sent us photos. By the way, I have not asked anybody for actually I asked one person for permission, and the others I'm just going on blind faith that you won't sue me. The first few photos we got from listeners just basically showed us on their TV. Like, this is Dave Wechter's living room. That's Dave Wechter's TV. If you wondered what Dave Wechter's TV looked like, it's just us on the TV on Dave's house. And then Cassie sent us this from her tiki viewing area.
It's very.
She was
exotic
watching for a
out
while
there.
on a phone. She had to get right up in there.
That's not Cassie in the background.
That's not It's not Cassie in the foreground either. There's a little guy there. That's not her. And then people started sending pictures of, who's watching the show, because you can't really see anybody watching the show. So again, Cassie sent us this picture of her dog Kona.
Look at Kona.
I don't know if he's really watching. He's just kind of like.
Looks like Kona's got his own little special monitor.
He sees out the side of his face.
Yeah.
Like a bird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then Jeff sent us a picture of his cat, Alfred Hitchcock.
That's the cat's name?
Alfred Hitchcock Lieberman Kossoff.
Oh.
But the cat is being so aloof, as cats are. He's not really watching it full on. He's just like pretending to watch, or watching it with a glance.
I think he really is watching it, but he's pretending to not watch it.
Because that's what
Keep
cats
up his
do.
image as a cat.
That is what cats do. Mm-hmm. And then we started getting pictures of people's grandchildren. Oh, this is so cute. This is Maud. Watching. She's 4 years old. Hi, Maud. She's watching us on
She's
TV.
watching right now.
And then Mike and Pam Stiles sent a picture of us watching with their little 2-year-old granddaughter. Isn't she adorable? Look at that's a family thing.
Yeah.
They sit down and watch together. I love that.
That's so great when a whole family watches.
I know. And then we started getting pictures of we got one picture from Sam and Bonnie, who write in every week. Mm-hmm. They're out in California. I didn't realize we actually met them in person. There we are at one of our gigs out there at the Coffee Gallery backstage.
It's in Altadena.
Altadena. That's Sam and Bonnie. Hey, Sam and Bonnie. They watch every week. We got some of their requests in today, I think, too. And then this is from the Furthest Away fan. Our Furthest Away.
Oh.
And this is Ricky 12-string.
Yeah, in Sweden.
Ken in Sweden. He's a DJ, a very famous DJ in Sweden. And he's famous to us.
Is he a Beatle fan, do you think?
I don't know. Maybe. I know he's a.
He likes the Birds too.
He told us that the core music that he plays on his show are the Birds, the Beatles, Tom Petty, and the Kennedys. We love Ken.
His pseudonym, Ricky 12,
Ricky 12-string,
comes from the
Rickenbacker 12-string.
12-string guitar.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I want to show you, though, this is the latest viewer photo that we got. I've never seen anything like this before. This comes from Jeannie and Red Scherer, and they put a little scene together. Is this amazing? They have dolls. They're Pete Moore dolls. The Moore dolls playing the acoustic guitar. Pete's got the... But they shrunk the Summer of Love poster down from our...
So that's the beach party.
Our beach party backdrop. I don't know how they did that. They got the little tiny guitars on the wall. That's hilarious.
That's like a scenario like the Museum of Natural History has.
Or Madame Tussauds.
yeah, it's like Madame Tussauds of our beach party. Wow.
Anyway,
cool
isn't that fun? So we love getting your photos, so keep them coming. That was just so much fun. Yeah, Bootleg Music Cafe and Tiki Lounge.
Yeah.
That was the Tiki Lounge. That was the full
Their
name.
Tiki Lounge, if you're anywhere near Sacramento and they put on a concert.
Well, we were scheduled for October, but you know how that goes.
They'll get going again.
They will get going
again. It's
again.
so much fun. They have a whole tiki setup in their backyard.
Let's just show that tiki again, because that's just too much fun. That's like a miniature version of what the
we played out there last year when we were panning for gold in the Sierras.
We did. We panned for gold. I found a flake.
Speaking of California and the West, that brings us to our next song.
Are we going to bypass listen?
Oh, well, let's do West and then we'll do Listen.
Okay,
Because we're
'cause
coming right out of the tiki.
Oh, yeah, we're coming out of the tiki. You're going to do your harmonics on this one.
We're
doing West.
Then Listen, I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
West is in what key? G?
West is in G, yeah.
And, you know,
This is for Steve.
I still got the tiki up. I left my tiki up. I gotta take the tiki down. Wow. This is our high-tech show. I also want to send this out to not only the folks who are fighting the wildfires out there, but the COVID is raging as always. And then Southern California got hit with an earthquake a couple days ago, 4.5, right outside of LA. So,
Well, we love the West, and a lot of our
We
greatest
love the
trips
West.
have been driving across country until we get way out there in big open spaces, and that's why we wrote this song. We traveled west into the sunset, never reckoned with the cost. We laid it all down on a wild card bet. Time will tell if we won or lost. The West, the West, way, yeah, 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 the West, the West, way, yeah, yeah, yeah. We were looking for something just to have it, only when the ponderosa so tall, and when the sunset burned the aspen gold, we felt the first of fall. West, the West, way, yeah, 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 the West, the West, way, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a dust cloud born of a twister down around Mexico. I'm gonna call it the Wild Wind Sister. Pack my things and go out west, west, way, yeah, 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 out west, west.
That one is for Stephen Gunter. He asked for West.
I started writing that one after we did that gig. We opened for Glenn Campbell in Ann Arbor, and sometimes when you write a song, you think, what would be a song that Glenn Campbell would sing? Even though I knew it was his farewell tour. He was never going to hear the song or do it, but I kind of started writing it in that, and then we finished it together.
Yeah,
but
that
I was
low-
kind of in that,
that
frame
low
of
guitar
mind.
thing.
Yeah, getting that twang.
Like a Wichita lineman kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep. Galveston kind of guitar.
All right, well, we're going to do this one for Pedro Olaya. He asked for this song, Listen. And we're also going to send it out to Minor Seymour, who watches. Because
yeah.
if you go on our YouTube channel, we have our playlist with all the streams, but then we have all of our other videos. And there's a video on there called Listen, which is a song we're going to do. And we videotaped a music video at Minor Seymour's
In the
farm,
tall grass.
in the tall ancient grass
Yeah.
in Mound Ridge, Kansas.
Yeah.
And it's just I look at that video sometimes and I just, you know how certain songs or certain visuals can just place you back in time, and I look at that video and I think about that.
So let's send it out to Minor and Valletta and Kate too.
And also Pedro.
Yeah.
This is called Listen. 2, 3, 4. Listen to the silent spaces in between Can't you hear the song? Listen, let the stillness ground you. The light is all around you, though the night is long. A rose never grows in sorrow, because it doesn't know today from tomorrow. Listen, in the sacred places, can't you hear the traces of an ancient song? A rose never grows in sorrow, because it doesn't know today from tomorrow. Listen, let the stillness ground you. The light is all around you, though the night is long. Listen to the silent spaces in between the phrases. Can't you hear the song? Can't you hear the song? Can't you hear the song? Can't you hear? Listen. That's for Pedro.
Let's send that out to Eric and Beth too, because we wrote it at their house in Big Pine Key
Yes.
in Florida.
Yes,
Then we did the video in Kansas.
and we're playing it for you now, worldwide.
It's-
We were
that's-
talking
That's the life of a musician.
yesterday. We were talking about when the Beatles did "All You Need Is Love" on satellite. It was the first time that there was a worldwide
It was
audience.
such a big deal. David Frost. I watched it
I
when
remember
it aired.
I remember it.
Such a huge deal that people all around the world at the same time could see this show.
And now-
here we are.
We probably don't have as wide an audience, but
Not quite.
we can reach it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
potentially they're there.
there's a big potential audience.
We got a request for a song from the Life is Large album.
Yeah. By the way, we are gonna do a Life is Large 25th anniversary next year, because this year was the 25th anniversary of River of Fallen Stars. And
Yeah.
We did that whole album on one of our shows. Next year we'll do Life is Large, and I guess we'll just every time a record has a milestone birthday, we'll do it.
Yeah,
But this one is
you
it's a
wrote
fun
this
one.
song.
Yeah, that's a
You
fun
wrote
one.
this one in out in Hollywood, as a matter of fact.
Oh, did I? Boy,
Another
you got a
California song.
better memory than me.
I remember stuff like that.
My memory bank right there. Big Kennedy. Woo.
Ready?
1, 2. Oh wait, I gotta tell you who it's dedicated to. Dan Unger asked for this one. 2, 3, 4. You've always been so cruel. You never want to play the fool. When I'm feeling down, you pick me up and turn me around. Never missed a day of school. Did you walk right off the screen? You are not That's right. I did write it in Hollywood because it's got all that Hollywood imagery.
Right, yeah. Errol Flynn
Flynn's
and
in there,
yeah, that's
Tarzan,
how all that got in there.
screens.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that nice? Danny Jones says it's impossible picking a good Kennedy song. Thanks, Danny. That's very nice. Oh, how are we doing for time? Oh, I got time. So Ilsa wants this one. Ilsa in the Midlands. Ilsa writes me the best emails. I'm not going to read them to you because they're just the kind of emails you read and you feel comforted by.
Yeah, that's right.
And it just makes sense that she would request this song because this is a song I wrote to comfort others.
Yes, yeah. People like her, like Ilsa and Martin, are so valuable right now when everybody needs that.
Yeah.
That to feel that connection, to feel like someone has compassion for them.
And one of the things, I will tell you, one of the things that struck me in the last email that Ilsa wrote was she said that even though, we're not going out and doing all the things that we used to do, things are different and there are some upsides to being closer with family and all. And she said that every time she gets an email or a phone call from her family members or a little, WhatsApp picture, she feels good because she knows that other people are thinking of her. Just to know that somebody else is thinking of you is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And more needed now than ever.
Yeah.
And so this is a song about, especially these days, just picking up the phone and calling the people who need to know that they're being thought of. This is called I'll Come Over. 2, 3, 4. Times are hard around you and your heart breaking for a while. It takes so long to work it out. It feels like you're crawling every mile. There's comfort in the sadness of your deep, melancholy smile. It's gonna take a long, long time of error and of trial, but you don't have to face it alone. It's too much to handle, honey, no. Just pick up the phone, honey,
everybody.
Ah, my heart is swollen. And also Joanne Nana says, leave it to Pete to turn the bass into a lead guitar instrument. A lead instrument. It is a lead instrument. I hate bass solos, but I like it when you actually play melody on bass.
That's what I played on the record.
Yeah.
That's another thing about doing these shows is on the records we'll play a lot of different instruments, but if we go out in our little tiny Scion to travel somewhere, we can only bring 2 guitars.
So now
which
we get
is
the whole...
still great. But when we're here, like right in our studio, we have all the instruments that we played on the records. So
right at our
if
disposal.
it's a keyboard, we play that, or a uke, or a mandolin,
Or my
whatever.
cuff button percussion.
Yeah, we got it all.
Got it all. All right. Any others?
We're looking for time, like couple more.
We got time for about 2 more. We're going to do our closing theme today too. We haven't done that in weeks.
Yeah.
So if you like to play along, have your lyric sheet and chord sheet ready. If you don't have it, it's on our website. You can go to our website and get our the chord and lyric sheet for our closing theme, which is coming up.
And should we do one more before that?
1 or 2, I think. Yeah, let's do 1 or 2 more. Let's see. We got. Okay. Let's do the Midnight Ghost.
Yeah.
Dan wants this one.
We're gonna twang.
Yeah, this is one of those songs that people ask for all the time. But you got the sparkle. You have to play the sparkly guitar on this one because this is.
I don't know if you can see the sparkles. Yeah,
what do you mean if you can't not see the sparkles?
Well, you can see that it's red, but it's sparkly.
It's
too.
sparkly.
It's got the tone is sparkly.
One of our songs earlier today. Which one was it? That in our song Namaste, we quoted Jack Kerouac in that one.
That's right.
Forgive, forget, protect, and reassure.
That one's based a lot on a Kerouac book called The Scripture of the Golden Eternity. And this one's based on a Kerouac book called The Dharma Bums. 1, 2, 3. The fog was rolling in on the California coast. We caught a fast freight called the Midnight Ghost. We huddled in our blankets, sharing coffee in a tin, and thought about New York as the cold crept in. Working on our karma, take it as it comes, spinning out the Dharma in the cold gray sun. The wind is always with us when we need it the most, riding shotgun on a train called the Midnight Ghost. We call it Ghost to Zipper and zip along she can, 80 miles an hour on the straightaway van. And love to Frisco for the pleasure of the ride. We'll sleep out on the beach out of reach of the tide. Working on our karma, take it as it comes, spitting out the Dharma in the cold gray sun. The wind is always with us when we need it the most, riding shotgun on a train called the Midnight Ghost. Just to warm the soul as we roll down the line. Working on our karma, take it as it comes, spinning out the Dharma in the cold gray sun. The wind is always with us when we need it the most, riding shotgun on a train called the Midnight Ghost.
sparkly guitars always sound better.
Right. It's all in the red. Red guitars sound very different.
They do.
They
They
sound
redder.
red.
All right. Well, we got more requests for this song than any other.
Yeah.
And I think for fairly obvious reasons. And again, I think this goes along with Rosh Hashanah too, because towards the end of the song we nod to different religions, all different religions.
All of them. Yeah.
And so we're going to send this out to all the folks who I can remember that asked for it. Cindy Grossman, David and Terry from Chicago, hey, Chi-Town, Phyllis Ingmeyer, Betsy Clampert. And I also want to send it out to Kate Von Briesen because she says that she used to rock her grandbabies to the chant part at the end, the part where we mention all the deities.
Wow,
Isn't that a gorgeous thought? So this is called Stand.
3, 4.
Can you feel the song rising up? Can you hear the language of love? Can we walk together the winding road up to the rising sun? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Was a time when we could only see waves of grain from sea to shining sea. Now the world is smaller, but our dreams are larger than they used to be. Whoa, whoa, come on and stand. Come on now, stand. Come on and stand. Plant your sword in the sand. In this age of unreason, there's a time and a season for love. Stand. Like a pilgrim traveling through the skies, I searched for God, I found it in your eyes. Now I know there is a place where sweet compassion never dies. Whoa, it's between the darkness and the light, in the deepest stillness of the night. There's a fire that burns. Our hearts will find their wings and take to fly. Whoa, come on and stand. Come on now, stand. Come on and stand. Plant your sword in the sand. Yeah.
Man, that goes out to, everybody.
That goes out to everybody.
The Slambovian Circus of Dreams,
They
who
sang
on the record
They
with
sang.
us.
They were the choir on the record.
And all of our Ann Saunders and all of our dear friends at Falcon Ridge, that's where the song really came to life. I
Yeah,
think,
that's right.
You wrote it in a dream, and we were singing it here and there. And when we got to Falcon Ridge for some, it just everything clicked with that song.
Well, they asked us to play they have a Sunday morning wake up stage.
That's
That's supposed to be like ecumenical kind of
Yeah.
pan-denominational. And so we did that for the first time there, and when we got to the chorus, I think by the second chorus, the entire hillside spontaneously stood up.
Yeah.
We didn't ask them to, but just like a couple thousand people just got up to their feet, and I got verklempt. I could barely
sing the second
I couldn't
verse
sing
because
the
you were crying,
and everybody. But we were on stage with Vance Gilbert was there, and I think the Eddie from Ohio, I think were up there.
Yeah,
Is that
the
right?
Neil sisters
And
were probably there.
everybody jumped right in and sang. So this is the final song. We want to thank you all for being here. And if you have your chord chart and your lyric sheet, and if you don't, you can get it at our kennedysmusic.com.
Now, by popular demand, what are we going to do for our next show?
Oh, next week. Mm-hmm. Oh, did we decide on the California?
Yeah,
we're going to do a California country rock show next week.
Yeah.
All California country rock.
Like Emmylou, Burrito Brothers,
Linda
maybe some more
Ronstadt,
Birds.
maybe some Jackson Brown, Kate Wolf. We got to do some
Yeah,
Kate Wolf.
Kate Wolf, some
And,
Bay Area stuff,
yeah.
Laurel Canyon stuff. It's
Yeah, all
gonna be
that
a
good
blast.
old, yeah. I might even have to wear my flannel again.
Yeah.
No, it's California. We have to put on lighter clothes.
Yeah.
I'll definitely wear my hippie clothes, though.
That's going to be really, really fun. So send in requests for that, for country rock kind of stuff.
Yes.
Obviously, one of our big influences.
And one more time, if you'd like to tip us, you can get all the tipping information at kennedysmusic.com. If you haven't liked our video on Facebook, hit that button now, and we're gonna send this song out to, again, all the healthcare workers who put their lives on the line every day going in to treat people who are sick, and they don't know what they're going to be facing from day to day, but they know one thing's for sure: they're at risk themselves of getting COVID. Yeah. So for their sakes, please wear your masks, and we send this out to them. This is called Safe Until Tomorrow. 2, 3, 4. Lights so high. all so much for joining us. Don't forget, next week is California Country Rock Week.
I can't wait already. For
I
next
know.
week.
It's going to be a
ready.
blast. And mask up, y'all.
Stay safe.
It's important.
Stay well. We'll see you next Sunday.
Love you. And Shana Tova. Peace.
Right.